you want to have a little hold?
Huh? Listen. Listen. It wasn't as good as it was last week.
But who was the game changer? Some stuff the other week from Puma, from man Glenn Holland, head of Puma football. So he sent me some stuff. Looking to collaborate with them. Well, a little bit more than that. So we're hoping to do a lot with Puma, myself. You know, just excited about collaborating with Puma. Do you know what I mean? I think what we're trying to do, and I think what's nice about with Puma, they get what we're trying to achieve. You know, I won a Puma ones today. Monday night football with the boys, which I'm sure you'll see it soon.
He's recording the games 2 weeks in a row, right? Last week he came,
Yeah.
and he exploited all of our weakness because he's got analysts. He's been analysing the games, and he come last week and he exploited us. But he ain't gonna work today, you know.
Well, we'll see.
Because your performance last week was above average.
Above
was
average?
Outstanding.
Okay.
And that's impossible.
What was it? Tell me again.
No, he was like he was on drugs last week, and that's not happening. That's not right. That was wrong.
What is
Because
just had to fitness, bro.
this is all because you exploit our weaknesses. It's not happening this week.
Don't take it. That's how you score!
Hey, no.
Put it in. Well done. Come on, lads. Just get away. Come on.
Come. No. Hey. Go on.
Not that it is. Eddie's the camera, mate. It's definitely the camera. Get up in there. Get out. It's not good enough. Come on, boys. Come on.
Yeah, come back.
Switch it out. Brilliant.
Yeah, I'm behind.
Yes, finish! Come in! Keeper! Press them up!
Like even Stephen Gerrard's turned around and said, let the kids play, you know what I mean? And that's the main thing. Sometimes they can get taken too early and build their hopes up, and they can get dropped at any time. So the main thing is for them to be out there enjoying themselves, playing with their friends, and you never know, it might happen when they're 10, it might happen when they're 9, it might happen when they're 16, 17. You've seen Jamie Vardy, you've heard of the likes of Chris Smalling coming from the lower leagues and that coming right through. Anything can happen. All it takes is for someone to be out there to see it, like the player, and then they've made it. Scouts do come over, especially like with the younger boys over there. Cheshunt Football Club, obviously this is Cheshunt Football Club's place and that, but yeah, you get scouts coming over on a Saturday and a Sunday watching all the age groups and that, so it's good. It is good for the younger boys. My thing is that when the boys come through to academy level, if they're good enough at 15, 16, let them play. Give them the opportunity, and this is what we're holding back on some of the young boys that are in the academy or on the stroke of the first team. Give them a chance. You know what I mean? They're only going to grow if you give them a chance.
I'm an inner city kid from out of Aylesbury Estate, you know what I mean, South London. You know, we just never had the money to afford that. But guess what? We played football because it was our escape. It was the way out, and that's what we did. You know, it was either playing football or, you know, hanging out on the block. And you know what happens when you're just hanging out, you get it corrupted and you get involved in stuff that you shouldn't be. And I've seen a lot of people fall victim to that, but that was never my route. Do you know what I mean? And, you know, growing up, we just had a lot of players that came from same area, you know, like a mile or two radius, but we had some top players coming through as a kid, you know what I mean? That we didn't know that at the time, but we just knew that we can all play. And, you know, players like Rio Ferdinand, Nigel Crosby, Carl Court, Jason Mule that went on to play. You know, we had a lot of players, Lenny Piper, there was a lot of good players, Mikey Myson. And these players, that some of them made it big time, some of them made it big time for what we considered big time. Like top boots, you were just quite lucky, even if you had a pair of boots, so to go and play in. And that's what it was. And I think, you know, now, you know, you kind of looked at being a professional as a way to say, okay, well, you know, you don't even have to buy a pair of boots again, and the boots are given to you. But now, you know, the biggest sea change is that, you know, kids are going to £300-400 pair of boots, and they're getting deals at an early age and everything else. And I just think sometimes it can really affect a kid if you're not ready for all of that, especially if you haven't got a good team around you. If you come from a good family upbringing and you've been installed with good values, that is going to put you in good stead. So, you know, you see a lot of the guys that have made it is because they've sacrificed. And, you know, not only sacrificed, but I think sometimes you have to be lucky. You have to be lucky. And there's players that I've known that have been unbelievable, but they haven't achieved what their ability should have let them achieve. Why? Because maybe it's the other side of it that they didn't want to work at. Because ability will take you so far. After ability, you need to put that hard work in. Because that's ultimately what's going to separate good from great. It's hard work in anything you do. So when you have that talent, normally you don't want to work with it because it comes natural to you, and that's what talent is. It's something that comes easy for you. But when you get to the professional level, you have to marry that talent with hard work and consistency. And sometimes a lot of kids can't cope with that pressure, and it is pressure. But again, that's the flip side, because if you can do that, then guess what? It's the Holy Grail, it's the Premier League, it's playing for England, it's achieving greatness, it's achieving all these things that, you know, inspire young kids of today to want to be.